everybody doing tonight? Tigerbob here on my YouTube channel, my @Tigerbob Sports YouTube channel, where I play all the APBA sports games. Going to do tonight, going to play a round of golf here with Walter Hagen, his 1924 all-time great card at what APBA calls the Bell Tower, which is actually the Belfry in England. And this is the Brabazon course. It is a par 72 course. I've only played it 3 or 4 times, and that was a couple of years ago, so I really don't know what's coming ahead for me because I did not pre-play a round before I'm doing this. I just want to sneak one round in because I know next week I'll be bringing out the Masters course, the 2023 Mongolia course. I'll be playing probably a few rounds there, so I wanted to slip in one. Want to go over to England for one round and see what we can do. So we're going to use the Walter Hagen. He's an 11-time champion. He won 5 PGA championships. He won 4 Open championships. Used to be called the British Open, and 2 U.S. Open championships. So 11 professional Open championships that he won. And he was 1974 into the World Golf Hall of Fame. He's a decent hitter. He's a woods 4, irons a 4. He has one momentum, 1 bounce back, 1 sand point. Shot making left and right, he's B both ways, and he has 1 scramble. 5'11". He hits 50% right down the middle, 50% left, 50% to the right. So Walter Hagen should be hopefully a pretty straight hitter. We're going to be going for pin location number 1. And on this course, like I said, I golfed it 4 times, and one time I golfed it under par, and really don't know much what's coming my way. I do know we're going to use the wind conditions are moderate. We're going to use the type A winds because this is, and there's going to be some of the, as they call them, hybrid winds, and we'll battle our way through there too. I thought about just going with calm winds, but what fun would that be? We're over here in England, and we're going to have a windy, good old time here with Walter Hagen. So hope you stick around and enjoy some APBA Golf here on the APBA, on my channel. Let's get ready for the first hole here at Bell Tower. So hole number 1, we got a 411-yard par 4. We got a little gentle dogleg at 235, and we got to add 10 yards to the tee shots. And the shake for the wind, like I said, we're using moderate winds. The wind roll, we got a 12, so no wind on the first hole. So that is going to help out. The less wind, the better. Going to stand up at the tee, going to pull out a 3-wood, and using an aim, left 5. And hopefully you can get it somewhere right down here, just past the dog leg. So 3-wood, 5 to the left. Walter Hagen, first shot. 63. 63 is a 35. Hits a 250, R10, and 20. So 260 in the air. Goes R10 and rolls 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So really not too bad, because he's right there in the intermediate rough. Shake for the intermediate rough to see what we got going on there. Dice roll, 23. So he gets to use the fairway. But then I will shake for the position of his feet. I don't know if I use my position chart or not. I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. But I'm going to shake for the position of his feet now over the intermediate rough. And that's a 26, so he has a nice shot. He can use the fairway and no adjustments at all. So a second shot. 20, 30, 130, 125 yards away. And today for clubs, I'm carrying a 3-wood, a 5-wood, a 2-iron, and a 3-iron, and it's not carrying a gap wedge. So second shot from 125 on the first hole here at the Belfry in England. What kind of club can he pull off here? Looks like if he hits a nice little pitching wedge, should get him safely on the green. So second shot, gonna hit a pitching wedge. 35. 35 is a 4. It's at 135. R5 and roll backwards 5. So it's a 10 past. Goes R5 and he rolls backwards 5. So he rolls right back towards the pin. So he's 1 straight away. So that's 15 minus 8. So his third shot, he's going to be putting from 7 foot 4. A birdie on hole number 1. So he needs a 20 or lower. Hagen lining it up. 20 or lower. 35 is a 10. He made the first hole look easy as he rolls in. The 7-foot birdie putt, and after 1 hole here at the Belfry, Walter Hagen is 1 under par. So hole number 2, 379 yard, par 4. Once again, it says it's a gentle dog leg. Got to add 10 yards to the shot, and it's a gentle dog leg. And we're shaking for the wind on number 2. The moderate winds of England. 51. 51 says crosswind left, which will actually be a tailwind, because we're using a type A. So 51, tailwind plus 5. So we have a plus 5 on both of his shots here to get to the green. So it looks like he's going to stand up there. He's going to pull out the 5 wood. With the 5 wood, he's going to aim L5. And he's going to try to get it somewhere down in the middle. The 5 wood, a good 5 wood will get him right around 240, 250. So here he goes with his tee shot on hole number 2. 25. 25 is a 4. So 25 is a 4. So he got his average. He's 5 to the left. So he's going to go 230, R10, and roll 10. So 230. He gets the extra 10 downhill, extra 5 tailwind, R10, and now he's going to roll 10. 5, 10. Double check that again. 230, R10, rolls 10. And there he is. He is nicely in the fairway. And he can actually aim at the pin if he so chooses. He's not actually short-sighted. So he's going to probably, let's see what he can do here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 125. 135 away from what I call the transition line, or the target line. So second shot, 135 away. We got the tailwind, so we really don't want to hit it over 130. He doesn't want to go over to 130. Last time he hit a pretty good pitching wedge to get it right around there. And it looks like that's what he's going to do again. He's going to hit a pitching wedge, but he's going to knock it down. Try to cut it down with the wind. So a second shot, pitching wedge, knockdown. 15. 15 is a 4, so it's at 130. It's his average, so he can stay on the center line or stay on his target line, 130, 0. And he's going to roll backwards 5. And being we hit a knockdown shot, we do not have to worry about the wind either. So it's a 130. So it's a 5 short of his line there. You don't go left, don't go right. And he goes backwards 5. So he is nicely on the green. 2, so he's a diagonal and a straight. 35 minus 10, 25 foot away. So he's in a putt. From 25 foot, that's always the breaking point. Do I go for it or not go for it? He's going to play it safe from 25 foot. Those 3 putts scare me. So he's playing it safe from 25. Looking for a big dice roll. 31. 31's a 16. Misses it by 1 foot. So 1 footer for par on number 2. 34 is a 28. Rolls into 1 foot par putt. So after 2 holes here at the Belfry in England, Walter Hagen is 1 under par. Hole number 3 here for Hagen at the Belfry. We have the first of the par 5s, 538 yard par 5, gentle dog leg, and then we have a severe dog leg. And it seems like most of the courses I have here, where they're either in Liverpool, England, or other countries, there's not a lot of water, like in Scotland and stuff, but here we got water and we got trees. So this is more of a traditional, seems like American course here. So let's shake for the wind here on number 3. Moderate winds, 15, so no wind on number 3. That will be a help. He's going to stand up at the tee box. He's going to pull out the 3-wood. He's going to aim 5 to the right. And hopefully stay in the fairway out of the sand. So 3-wood, 5 to the right. 24. 24 is a 5. 245, L10, 20. Don't have anything as far as any instructions until we get to the green, maybe with some putting. So he's 5 to the right, and he hits a 245. He goes 10 to the left. It rolls 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. That one turned out actually pretty good. So second shot here. What's he going to do? Probably, he's not going to, yeah, we'll see how far he is away. 10, 60, 75. Ooh, 275 away from the middle of the green. Is he gutty enough to go for it? Severe dog leg, but you ignore the dog legs if there's no trees in between your shot and the green. You ignore the dog legs. And then once again, what is he? 270, 10, 60, 75, 275. There's his 270. That would be his average with a 3-wood. He's going to give it a shot. He's going to pull out the 3-wood. And he's going to hit it for gangbuster. See how far he can drive it out there. Walter Hagen, all-time great Walter Hagen, trying to make a shot here on number 3. 34. Oh no, 34 is a 26. It's going to the right, so that might not be too bad. 230. R35. And rolling 20. We'll go back to the beginning here. 10. 110, 210, 220, 230. So there's the 230, R35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Looks like he is in the water. Gonna double check at 10, 110, 210. 220, 230, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, he just splooshed it right in that little bit of water. Oh, no. So now he has to take a penalty. He's going to come back here. And he'll be hitting his 4th shot. Yeah, maybe it was worth it. I guess it was worth the risk. So he's going to be hitting his 4th shot. Going for holding at location number 1. So 5, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Actually go 5, 10, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. There is his approach. Approach of 80. He just wants to get this one safely on the green. Maybe he can still pull off a par on this hole. Knew it was a risk. Taking a shot at it, but didn't expect to put it in a little creek there. 14. 14 with an approach is a 16. Minus 10, L5. So it's at 70, L5. And he is in the rough still. Now, with this fifth shot, ten yards away from the rough approach. Because he's in the rough and he has to work back to the center line. So we got the 10. So this shot is blowing up on him a little bit. 10 yards from the rough. 43. 43's a 5. Ends up 8 foot away. So putting from 8 foot for bogey. Come on, make a shot here. Good 220. Get your bogey. 25 is a 14. Rolls in an 8 foot bogey putt. So here on, after 3 holes at Bell Tower, Hagen is back to even par. Here we are, hole number 4, back to even par here at the Brabazon course out there at Bell Tower, one of the 3 courses they have out here at Bell Tower out there in England. Here we got a little gentle dog leg, 442 yard par 4. We got a shake for the wind. 12, so no wind here. Really would like to use a bounce back, 265, R10, 25. That would actually put me right here in that little bit of rough right here. So what am I going to do? He's going to hit a bounce back with a 3-wood. Now he'll do a bounce back with the driver. The driver can hit the bounce back. The one bounce back he has. So his average is 265 with the bonus R10, 25. So he's just a little bit in the intermediate rough. Kind of banking that I can actually get a decent dice rolls in the intermediate rough. 16. So he's normal shot from the fairway. Position of the feet. Good position of the feet. So it worked out. So a second shot. Going right in on the center line because he is short-sighted. So 155 away from the target line. And all around the green once again, everything is rough, and that makes it rough out. That's make these courses tougher here. When you don't have any fairways around the green, you have all this rough. So I'm going to hit about 155. Looks like if you hit a decent 8-iron, yep, just hit an 8-iron. Let's see where that puts him. Not feeling real optimistic. 52. Ew. 52 with an iron is a 28. 150 R25. Guess he had a bad one here and it rolls 5. There's the 150. R25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and rolls 5. So a second shot is another one, not a green in regulation. He has 2 out of 4 greens in regulation. Now he's going all the way back to the center line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Back to the center line. He's actually going to aim here to the center line. He's going to aim to the yellow dot. So approach. 25. Back to the center line. Third shot. 54. 54 is a 5. -5. RL5. So that actually didn't turn out too bad. That's going to put him 15 minus 6, 9 foot away. So putt, going to go for it from 9 foot here on the 4th hole at Bell Tower to save par and live to play another hole. He needs a 21 or lower. 33 rolls in to 9 foot. Par putt. And after 4 holes here, Walter Hagen, the legend of the 20s, he is even par. Hole number 5, 408 yard, par 4. And our pin location is way off to the left. Got another little streams here. Got to stay away from that thing. Already got me once. So let's shake for the wind here on number 5. 31. So no wind effect on number 5 here. He's going to stand at the tee box. He's going to pull out a 5-wood. And he's going to hit it right down the middle. Let's see how far he can put a 5-wood. Maybe hit it somewhere around the 250 mark. .23. 23 is an 11. 230. Looks like he might be in the trees. 230. L25. And he'll roll 15. But I doubt that. So 230 in the air. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He is in the trees. So on number 5 here, he is between 1 and 2 squares in the tree, straight back to the center line. So he is merely under a tree. He is not stymied by the trees. So I'm going to shake the dice and go to the under the tree. Under the tree, 25. He can play aggressive or safe. From under the tree. So he is going to play aggressive. If he plays aggressive, the most he can use is a 5-iron. So that's what he's going to do here. Tee shot was in under the trees here. He is going to pull out a 5-iron and give it a whack, playing aggressively. So 5-iron, going to use the rough. Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is a 3. Hits at 185, R10, and rolls 5. I didn't actually say, but to the yellow dot was 185. So he's actually not too bad there. But now we have to shake the dice for the aggressive. 45. Clean shot. No effect. So what a shot. He hits at 185. Goes R10. And he rolls 5. So he is actually from under the trees on his first shot. He has driven this thing on the green into. What a beautiful shot by Hagen. Still a long ways away from the number 1 hole location. As he's 15, 30, 45, 60, 75 foot away. So he's in a putt. Safe. From 75 foot. If he comes out of this hole here with a par, I just feel like that'd be quite an accomplishment after the tee shot being where it ended up. Over there in the woods. 75 foot. Needs a 66 to roll in a beautiful putt. Let's just get the 66. Make life easy. 42. 42 is a 23. He is still 5 foot away. So a second shot. Here's his par putt from 5 foot. 25 is a 14. Rolls in the 5-foot par putt. So on hole number 5, Walter Hagen saves par. And he's heading to hole number 6 here at the Belfry in England. The Brabazon course. He is even par. Hole number 6 here. We have a 441-yard par 4. We got a severe dogleg here at the 280. And we got water all over the place. And he's been pretty erratic with his tee shot, so hopefully he can do something spectacular with it. We're shaking for the wind here on number 6. So this is the wind roll. The wind roll, we got a 66, so we got swirling winds happening too. What a time to have the swirling winds. Anyways, what he's going to do, he's going to stand up at the tee box. He's going to pull out a 3-wood. And he's going to hit it right down the center line and try to get it somewhere safely here in the middle. So 3-wood from the tee box. .45. 45 is a 5. 245, L10, 20. So 245, L10, 20. That's kind of pushing it by the water over there. We're shaking for the swirling winds. 53 on the swirling winds. Knocks the ball down, -10 carry. Oh boy. So it's a 235 in the air. It goes L10. And he is in the water for the second time. So taking the penalty. Like the last spot going in the water, he can probably come back to about right here. Probably more like right here, because that's where he went in the water at. Now he's hitting his 3rd shot. Oh, the swirling winds got a hold of him there. Ay, ay, ay. Now he's hitting his 3rd shot. 10, 20, 25. 225. He's actually going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. .230. He's aiming for the 230 mark on his 3rd shot. Coming back off the penalty. So his 3rd shot, 230. He is going to hit a 5-wood's and hit him 240. Here goes the 2-iron. .56. 56 with the wood is an 11. 220, L25. He's going to be in the water again. It rolls 20. So he's 10 short of his target line. L25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But actually we got that swirling wind happening too. Maybe the swirling wind will help. 46. Oh, swirling wind's going to give me a +5. And an R5. So +5 and R5. And then he's going to roll in the sand. But he's actually, hey, he lives to play another shot here. So these are the shots that I still really don't know how to handle, because if I go 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I got all this thing, I'm going to end up in the rough again. And I can't go shorter than that, I don't believe, because then it's a whole nother range with through the 20. So I'm going to do here, I'm going to aim 25 from the sand to that point right there. And I got one sand point, so I'm going to actually hit it from the fairway rough. So he's hitting it from the fairway rough. Or from the, instead of the sand, he's using the fairway. 25 yards. 61. 61's a 4. And he gets to +5. So he is actually right on the edge of the green. So he's 20 away. 17 foot. So he's putting. He's going to go for it from 17 foot. And this would be for bogey on number 6. 17-footer. And he's a 13 or lower. Come on, 13 or lower. 35. 35's a 10. Rolls in a 17-foot. Bogey putt after putting the ball in the water for the second time. And he is heading to hole number 7 at 1 over par. Here we are, hole number 7. Little 177-yard par 3. Our target line is actually to 165 because we're in front of the green. We got a shake for the wind. 63 on the wind. Crosswind right is actually going to be a tailwind right. So we'll see how that works out for us. So we got a tailwind right. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull out a 6-iron knockdown. That'll give me 175. Give me somewhere in the middle here. So a 6-iron knockdown. Then we'll see if we have any wind effects on it. So that is the shot here. Originally, with no wind, I was going to go with the 7-iron, but I'm going to go with the 6-iron knockdown. 45. 45's a 4. It's a 170. R5 and rolls 5. And now we have to shake for the wind. 44. 44 on the wind is a -5, but I hit a knockdown. It divides it down in half. It rounds it down, so there won't be any wind effect on this one here. So it's a 170 in the air. 160, 170, R5, and rolls 5. He ended up not too bad, so he's 2 straights away. So 30 minus 5, 25 foot. So putting from 25 foot. He's going to go for it. He's gonna go for it here. He's going to try and get himself a birdie to get back to even par here on number 7. Come on, let's roll big doubles. Big doubles. 42. 42's a 23. And there's the risk. Instead of a 2-footer, he has a 5-footer left. No, he has a 5-footer for par. 25's a 14. Rolls in the 5-foot par putt. So another water hole. And Hagen got past that one. And after 7 holes here at the Belfry, Hagen is 1 over par. Number 8 is a par 4, 438 yards. We have a gentle dog leg at the 290. We got to shake for the headwind. We got to shake for the wind. The prevailing wind is headwind, but let's see what the wind's going to be doing. The wind keeps kicking up now the last few holes, doesn't it? We got a crosswind right, which would actually be a headwind. So it's not a hybrid wind, it's a straight up headwind. So here he is, 5 wood, off the tee. Just wants to get it somewhere in the middle and stay away from the water. You've seen enough water already. Number 8. 35. 35 is a 4. 4 is his average. 230. R5 and 10. Now we have to shake for the headwind. 61 on the headwind. minus 15 plus 10, any left or right. So minus 15. Going another R10. So instead of 230, it's a 215. You'd be going R15, 5, 10, 15, and a roll 10. So he's actually still in the fairway. Second shot, a long ways away from the green. 5, 10, 15, 20, 220, 225 to the target line. Maybe you can do this one nice and straight, and the pin location is actually pretty close to the center, so he's going to hit a 2-iron. 2-iron should get him right around 230. So second shot from the fairway with a 2-iron. 31. 31's a 4. It's a 215. Going to stay right on the center line. Going to roll 20 or 15 if it's on the green. It all depends what happens on my headwind shot. So this is for the headwind. 44 on the headwind. Plus 5, any left or right. There is no left or right. It's right down the middle. So 215 puts them 10 short of the target line. It's right on the middle. And it rolls 15. 5, 10, 15. And there he is. He is one diagonal away. So 20 minus 10. So putting. Going to go for it from 10 foot with another chance to get back to even par. Needs 18 or lower. 45 is a 17, rolls into 10 foot, birdie putt. So after 8 holes here in England on the Belfry, Hagen, Walter Hagen, he's back to even par. Little optimism going now. So number 9, we got a 451-yard par 4. Got a gentle dogleg at the 290 mark. Got to shake for the winds. The prevailing wind is a headwind, but we got to shake for the wind, and hopefully there's no wind. No wind finally. Had a good stretch of no wind in the last 4 holes, or 3 holes. The wind has really been kicking around. But now another one, no wind. Add 5 to the flight of the tee shots, and deduct 5 yards from the second shots. So earlier, I did use a bounce back, and I used my sand, so I still have a momentum. So if I use my momentum, that'd be 265, R10, 25. I believe that's what I'm going to do after coming off that really awesome birdie. I'm going to pull up the driver and hit a momentum. So now I'll go 265, R10, and 25 with the extra 5 on the tee shot. So it's a 270 in the air. Goes R10. Now it's going to roll 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So he is up to the 290 marker. Second shot. Will they get a decent shot at the green? He is going to be short-sighted. So he's 10 to the white, 160. That is the target line right there is 160. Next I got to take 5 off, so I actually want to hit it about 165. So what shot can get me a 165 with a nice little iron with a legendary golfer? What can get me a 165? Looks like if he hits a decent 7-iron, that should put him safe over the water and on the green. And that's the shot right here, 7-iron from the fairway. .51. 51's a 4. It's a 165. R5. And if it's on the green, it's not going to roll. So actually it's at 160 in the air. So that's the 160 mark, because it's a -5. R5, and it's not going to roll at all. So there he is. He's one diagonal away. That's 20 minus 9, 11 foot. So putting, he's going to go for it from 11 foot. And maybe he can get under par for this. Well, it feels like it's been a brutal front nine. He needs 18 or lower. Come on, Hagen. You got it lined up good? Here we go. 11 or lower. 51. 51's a 15. He rolls in the putt from 11 foot. And after 9 holes here, over in England at the Belfry, Walter Hagen is 1 under par. What a solid ending to the round. What a recap of the front 9 before I go to the back 9. Started out pretty optimistic after the first hole had a birdie, then a par, but then he hit the water. But he hit a nice putt there to save him with a bogey there. And his putting's been really good. He come back with another bogey on number 6. For 7, he got a par. Then he had back-to-back birdies on 8 and 9. So he's had 6 greens in regulation. He's had 4 fairways hit. He's putted 12 times for a total of putts made of 72 foot. And on the front side, he has a 35. So we're going to the back 9 here in England. Walter Hagen, feeling pretty good at 1 under par. So those of you that follow my golf and do like the golf and stuff, I do appreciate it. I like the likes, I like the comments, and I like some of the banter back and forth, how anybody might play a certain hole. I know as far as the APBA games I play, this is like the most challenging because so many different rules, so many different shots, so many different ways of playing different things, and so many different things you can just flat out forget or not do right. So just try to do my best. I always say I'm not an expert, I'm not perfect at this game, but I do, for the most part, like playing the game, except when it gets really challenging at times. Heard somebody say in one of the TV shows recently, you go out there and golf for 5 hours for your 10 minutes of fun. And that's kind of what this game feels like here at times too. So here we are at hole number 10. And as we go on the back, I have no more momentums, no more bounce backs, and no more sand points to use. So just straight up golf for the last 9 holes. And going into it, it is a surprising 1 under par. So let's shake for the wind on number 8. It's actually, if anybody wanted to try, they can maybe even drive this green here, but I'm not that gutty right here. I just want to get it somewhere out about the 150 mark. It is downhill. I got to add 10 yards to the tee shots. We're shaking for the wind on number 10. The wind's been kind of kicking around some at times, and at times not too bad. And we have no wind here. So downhill, looks like what he's going to do. He's going to float an 8 iron. 8 iron should get him safely. Should get him safely somewhere right down around, right around here. He's actually going to aim 10 to the right. So 8 iron, 10 to the right. Off the tee at 1 under par, hole number 10 for Walter Hagen. 62, 62's the 4. That's right, exactly. That's his average, so 155. R5. Actually, you'll just stay center line. He's already aiming 10 to the right. So 155. 0. And roll 5. 155 goes the extra 10. So it goes 165. He's already 10 to the right, and rolls another 5. So there he is, right at the 170 mark. And he could actually go right to the center line if he wants. I think that's probably what he'll do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 130, 135, He's going to try and hit at 140. He's going to try to hit it just past the target, just past the hole there, 140. Say safely past the water. So 140 with a 4-iron. Looks like he will hit pulling out the 9-iron. Gonna hit a 9-iron, knock down. Now to get him is 140. So he's trying to hit a shot here, second shot. 9-iron knockdown. 51. 51's a 4. Hits at 140. Gonna stay straight on his target line and not roll. So 140, 0, and 0. He landed right on the 3. And that puts him one diagonal away, so 20 minus 6, 14 foot. So putting, gonna go for it from 14 foot. 4 birdie and try to get to 2 under par. His putting's been pretty sharp so far. They've been pushing the issue a little bit. Need an 18 or lower. Come on, Hagen. 64. 64 is a 23. Missed it by 2 foot. Still got a 2-footer to save par. Snake eyes. 2 foot. Par putt. And after 10 holes here at the Belfry, Hagen is 1 under par. So hole number 11, 426 yard, par 4. We have a normal dog leg at the 265. Get up on the green, it's all sections off, so that'll be interesting. That's kind of different. But the main thing is we got to check for the wind right now. So the wind roll on number 11, 65. Back to the swirling wind. Second time we had swirling wind today. Last time it killed me on one hole and it saved me on another hole. So it looks like what he's going to do here, he's going to pull out the 5 wood. He's going to aim 5 to the left. Just try to get it somewhere down here before the dog leg. So 5 wood, 5 left. .42. 42's a 4. Not bad. That's his average. So 230. R5 rolls 10. That is his average. I said roll 10. He could go 10 to the right, but I'm only going 5. Going to stay on the center line. And now I got to shake for the swirling wind before I move the ball. Swirling wind, 14. No swirling winds on this one. Little bit of a break. So 230. Aiming 5 to the left. It's a 230. It goes back R5 and rolls 10. So he's at the 240 mark, right in the middle of the fairway. Not too bad because the pin location's not too far off the center line either. So second shot, 10, 20, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 185, 190 away for the second shot. Into the swirling winds, 190. Thought about just going with calm winds or no winds at all, but what fun would that be? It's always more fun when you got the wind kicking around. So if I hit a knockdown, 5-iron, that's 185. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. 5-iron knockdown. Just in case the winds are kicking on this one here. .66 is a 3. 195, no, 185. L55. .185 L55 with a knockdown. Now we're shaking for the swirling winds. We cut them in half. Oh, it's no swirling winds at all again. So it's at 185. So it's at 5 short of my target. It goes L5. rolls 5. So he's 30 away. 30 minus 5. 25 foot. Instructions. For first putts from a different section as the pin, read one result lower than the actual card result. So I got to drop 1. So his third one, he's putting. He's going to play it safe. From 25, because he has to drop 1 on his numbers there too, so that if it makes it a little bit worse, so he's going to play it safe. On number 11. Just need a big 66 to roll it in. Come on. Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is a 3. 3 drops to 4. 4 rolls in the hole. What a nice, beautiful, wow, 25 foot birdie putt here on number 11. And Hagen is going to number 12 at 2 under par. Hole number 12, par 3, 230-yard par 3. A little bit of a fairway here. We got the big old blue water. We got add 5 yards to the flight of the tee shot, so it's a little bit downhill. We got a shake for the wind here on number 12. As APBA calls it, Bell Tower. In real life, it's the Belfry. The wind on number 12. We got a 14, so no wind effect on number 12. That's always a good feeling. Looks like you hit a 5 wood. If it's a 5 wood, that gets him as 240. 210, 220 through 3240. There is a +5 downhill, but they just want to stay away from the water. So he's going to hit his 5 wood. Hopefully get it on the green. 23. 23 is an 11. 220. R25. Oh, what a bad shot. And roll 15. So 220, it's a 225 in the air. 210, 220, 225. R25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Instead of rolling 15, he will roll 10. 5, 10. So actually, it could have been a lot worse. So a second shot, he has to go all the way back to the center line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then your left and right will be off the center line. So approach 25 from the rough. .46. 46 is a 24 hole plus a die. Oh my, what a break. 46 is a 24 hole plus the 1 die. Whatever the red die is, that's how far he is away. 2 foot away. Wow. So he's going to be putting from 2 foot to save par here on number 12. What a shot. 55. Calmly rolls in. The 2 foot par putt. And after 12 holes here, Walter Hagen from 1924 remains 2 under par. So hole number 13. When I first flipped this one over, I said, oh boy. I see we got the little out of bounds line coming here. First time that's popped in here at all. And it's at 10 yards, so it's a little bit downhill. And this has a dog leg. This does not have the dog leg listed, but this will go as a normal dog leg. I'll talk about dog leg just here real quickly here. I'm going to go up to this transition point and go in 25 yards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. From here to here it's 20 yards. From here to here it's 10 yards. So it's taking 10 yards off. And if anything takes 10 yards off distance, it goes down as a normal dog leg. So this one would be listed as a normal dog leg. But my plan is, well, let's shake for the wind first. The wind can always change a plan. What we got here, we got the par 4, 384, normal dog leg here at the 230 mark. Out of bounds, way off to the left. 56 on the wind. 56 on the wind says headwind, which is actually going to be switched over to tailwind. As the prevailing wind on this one is tailwind. So look like what he's going to do. He's going to pull out a 4-iron. That hit him 205, but they're getting right about the 215. And that's what he's going to do. 4-iron, getting right around 215. Then the tailwind might push it a little bit further. But he doesn't want to mess around with the little dog leg at all with this out of bounds over here. So see if he can hit the 4-iron down the middle. Downhill plus 10 yards. 13. 13's a 4. 195. And he'll take the R5. No, he's not. He's going to just leave it right on the center line. 195, right on the center line. And roll 10. And now we got to shake for the tailwind. 35. No tailwind on the first shot here. So it's a 195 right down the middle. It goes an extra 10. It doesn't go left or right, and then it rolls 10. And there he is, right in the middle of the fairway. Nicely done. Nice little shot. Now, second shot. Going to stay. We got 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 170. That's the 160 mark right there. With the tailwind, I think he wants to hit it right around the 160. Maybe even a knockdown shot. Seven-iron knockdown will get him 160. Is that too risky? That's what he's going to do, hit a 7-iron knockdown. And hopefully carry the sand trap and the rough. 55. 55 with an iron is a 4, hits a 160. Going to stay straight. Doesn't have to go left or right. And on the green, he will not roll at all. And that's a knockdown shot. Got to shake for the wind, and then the wind will be cut in half. 23, no wind anyways. So 160 in the air. No left or right, and does not roll. I'm just going to double check at 20. 170, 160. And there he is. Nice shot. He's one straight away. 15 minus 11. So he's in a putt. 4 foot away for a birdie here on number 13. 4-footer. What's he need? 26 or lower. Come on, Hagen. 26 or lower. Roll it in. 64. It's a 23. Rolls in. The 4-foot. Birdie putt. So after 13 holes, the birdie putt, Hagen drops to 3 under par. Hole number 14, par 3, 190 yards. And that is our target, 190. Is our number 1 is right on the target line, so 190, and we have to shake for the headwind. And every one of these holes seem like they're just so challenging. Like this one here, there's just no fairway to work with at all. There's just so much rough. It seems like everywhere rough water and stuff. And if you go a little bit left or right, it just seems like always in a mess. It seems like every hole is just a grind. So maybe I'm just, not complaining. That's what makes APBA Golf so challenging. So let's shake for the wind on number 14. 36. 11 through 36. There's no wind, so no wind on 14. You want to hit this one about 190, 195. That's the plan here. So if he hits his average 5-iron, that's 185, 160, 170, 185. I think I want to go a little bit further than that. Is 205 too much? 160, 70, 180, 190, 205. 205 is like a little much. So it looks like he will hit the 3-iron. Yep, that's the plan. He's gonna hit the 5-iron. I think I said 3-iron, gonna hit a 5-iron. 5-iron. Hopefully get him on the green. It's kind of a tweener club ESD hit here. So here we go, 5-iron. Number 14. The Brabazon course here in England. 36. 36 is a 15. I guess the iron wouldn't have mattered anyways. With a 15, we got 185, R20, and 5. So 185 in the air. 5 short of the target line. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and rolls 5. So he is way off in the right rough. Second shot. What's he going to do here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to aim a little bit right of it, 35 yards away. Approach. 35 from the rough. And try to make a shot here. He doesn't want to give a shot back on this one here, but nobody ever does. Number 14, what's he do? 13. 13 is a 4. Goes plus 5, L5. Plus 5, L5. He is right on the edge of the green. Once again, what a break. He's one diagonal away. One straight. 15. Minus 11, 4-footer. He's in a putt from 4 foot here on 14 to save par. Boy, he was right on the edge of the green there. That was a break. So 4-footer, he needs a 27 or lower. 27 or lower, 64 is a 23. He rolls into 4-foot par putt. On number 14. He's going to head to number 15 at 3 under par. Number 15, we have a par 5. I believe this is only the second par 5, so this par 72 looks like it might have 2 par 3s and 2 par 5s and a whole bunch of par 4s. So it's 561 yard par 5 to a little green way out here. We actually got a little sand trap and some little nasty stuff here. Gentle dog leg. Prevailing wind's headwind, but we got to shake for the wind. So that's how you do here. This is the wind roll. My wind roll is a 36, so once again, no wind. Looks like a 3 would have hit him about 270. 10, 20, 30. It is an aim. Ten to the right. 3 wood. R10. That's his plan here. Hopefully he doesn't overdrive it. 3 wood. 24. 24 is a 5. That'll play. 245. L10, 20. Actually worked out pretty good. Because he's aiming 10 to the right. It's a 245. Goes back to the center line and rolls 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 265 yards right in the middle of the fairway. See how far he has to whack the second shot to get it to where he wants to be, if he can even hit it far enough. 10. 85, 95. There's 295, so he definitely can't hit it up to the 295. So I think his plan is going to be 10, 110, 210. He does not want to hit it over 210. 210 is the max he wants to hit it. He actually wants to hit it about 200. His second shot, hit it about 200. So he's going to pull out the 5 iron. That'll get him 190. So a second shot with a 5 iron. 32. Oh boy, that's ugly. 32 is a 14. 185, L20, and 5. $185 in the air. 10, 110, 160, 170, 185, 5, 10, 15, 20. Goes out 20 and rolls 5. So he is in the rough, but he's not blocked from the tree at all. See how far away he is on the third shot. 5, 10, 110, 115 away from the target line. So 115, and I got to shake the dice for the rough. And this is the regular rough. He's been staying pretty good away from being in the regular rough today. Regular rough, 55. He does have one scramble to make it up to 54. That will not make a difference, so I got to hit the shot. This is going to be a questionable lie. And I believe I still check for the possession of the feet too, so that's what I'm going to do. Position of the feet, 63. Goes up to a 62. Minus 10 carry, 5 left. I'd like anybody to correct me about if I'm using the position chart right for my shots here. So minus 10. That means he wants to hit a 125. $125. Looks like he's going to pull out a pitching wedge. A knockdown pitching wedge from the rough. Then after I hit the ball, I got to hit the questionable eye. So I got a lot going on here. Pitching wedge, knockdown. 33 is a 3. 130, R10. Rolls 5 on the fairway, or don't roll at all if it's on the green. Now I can shake for the questionable lie. 15. It's good contact on the questionable lie. So that helps out. So it's a 130. I got to take 10 off because of the position of the feet. So it'd be 120. It's a 120 in the air. 510, 110, 120 in the air. It was supposed to go R5, but then it said to go 5 to the left. And he's on the green, so it does not roll. So he is 1 straight away. So 1 straight away, 15 minus 5. So be putting. Going to go for it from 10 foot. Wow. So first shot, second shot, third shot. He's putting from 10 foot for a birdie here on number 15. And what a birdie this would be. 18 or lower. What can he do? 26. 26 is an 18. He rolls in a 10-foot birdie putt here on number 15. And after 15 holes here at the Belfry, Walter Hagen is 4 under par. So hole number 16, 413-yard par 4. And we got the narrow fairway again. Add 5 yards to the flight of the tee shot. I do not have the dog leg actually listed on this one here. But on this one here, when I went 25 yards in, it was 20 yards here, 25 here. So I'm only cutting 5 yards off. So this will be a gentle dog leg. So let's shake for the wind here on number 16. 45 on the wind. It says crosswind right 5. It's actually going to be a headwind left 5. We'll figure that out if we need to. So what we're going to do here is, I don't think he wants to hit it over 250. He's just going to pull out a 5-wood and hit it down the middle. That's the plan. 5-wood is somewhere right down here in the middle. Then we'll shake for the wind. Add 5 to the tee shot. 35. 35 is a 4. It's a 230. R5 and 10. Now we got to shake for the headwind left. 45. Actually, I already knew it was headwind left, so alrighty. So he's at 230 right down the middle. Here's my 230. R5. But then the headwind left with a minimum, it always stays at least 5. So the headwind 5 is going to go back 5 and L5. Then he's going to roll 10. So if I did that right, he is 235 right on the center line. Get ready for the second shot. 15, 30, 180, 170 away from the target line. 170 away. Probably inclined to hit a knockdown shot. If I hit a knockdown 6-iron and hit my average, it's 175, and that's what he's going to do. 6-iron, knockdown. That should get him safely, if I hit a decent shot, safely over the sand trap here. So second shot. 45. 45 is a 4. It's at 170. L5. R5, that is, 170 R5. My dyslexia is kicking in. So once again, it's 45 is a 4. 170 R5 and rolls 5. So 170 in the air. 15, 30, 180, 170 in the air. R5, rolls 5. And being it's a knockdown, that little 5-yard little wind little thing will be cut in half, rounded down. So the tailwind left does not matter. So we're 1 straight away. 15 minus 4. So he's be putting, going to go for it from 11 foot. This 11 foot would be for birdie on number 16. And he needs an 18 or lower for all first putts. Read the result 1 lower than the actual card number. So he has to drop 1 on the card number. So he needs a 17 or lower. 41. 41's a 19. 19 was actually a P, but I got to drop 1 foot away. And he rolls into 1 foot par putt. Still happy with that. So after 16 holes here, 2 holes left at the Belfry over in England. Walter Hagen is 4 under par. Hole number 17. We have a par 5. This is the third par 5. 564 yard, par 5. Severe dog leg at the 245 mark. This one's actually listed as a severe dog leg. Makes life a little bit easier. We're shaking for the wind on number 17. 34, so no wind on 17. That will help. Looks like he's going to pull out a 5-wood. The 5-wood should put him right around that 240 mark. That's what he's going to do. 5-wood right down the middle. And try to stay in the fairway. .52. 52 is a 25. Get it at 205. L25. And roll 15. So double check it. 52, 52, 25. 205 in the air. So it isn't very good. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Instead of 15, he's going to roll 10. So he's in the rough after his first shot. Now we got to shake the dice to see what's going on in the rough. See what kind of lie he has. 23, so it is a normal lie. But now we got to check the position of his feet. Good position of the feet too. That turned out not too bad. Maybe have a decent second shot. So he's 5, 10, 15. 115. 190 to right there. So 190 to the 400-yard mark. Looks like he's going to pull out a 6-iron. And that could get him about 170, 180. So that's going to be the plan here. Just pull out a 6-iron. Got to hit it from the rough. Normal rough. Just try to keep it in the middle of the fairway. 61. 61 is a 4. It's a 170. L5. I got the bonus. Double check 61. And it's nicely done. 170. L5. And roll 10. So you hit a 180. And you hit an L5. And there he is. Pretty much where he was hoping to be after 2 shots, after he put the first one in the rough. Now his third shot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 175. 185 away. His third shot from 185. As he's trying to maneuver this tricky hole, number 17, par 5. He doesn't want to poke this one over 185. I guess 190 would be the absolute max, but 185. What kind of club will get him to 185? Looks like a 6-iron will get him 180. So that'll be the plan. He's using the same club. Worked out good on the last time he swung it, so here's the 6-iron. Third shot on number 17 at Bell Tower. 45. 45 is a 4. 175. Stays right on the center line. Does not have to go right. So 175, 0. And rolls 5. So it's a 180 right on the center line. His target line was 185. So 20. Diagonal, 15, 35. 35 minus 9. 26 foot. Gonna putt safe from 26 foot. Maybe get a big dice roll and roll it in. I got no other instructions about the putting at all. So what do I need here? I need a 11 or a 66. Roll it in. 33. 33 is a 5. It's going to be a tap in. Boy, if I would have went for it, that would have been fun. But I didn't. A little timid. Tap in. 26 and 1. Fact of the matter is, at this point in time on this par 5, I did not want to get a par. I did not want to go bogey or double bogey. I did not want to go a 3-putt. So we're heading to hole number 18, the final hole here at the Belfry. And after a rough start, Hagen is 4 under par. Hole number 18 here at the Bell Tower. We got a severe dog. They got the 235. We got 473-yard par 4. Rough all around the green. We got pin location towards the front of the green. We got a lot of water here. I went in the water twice earlier today. Want to stay away from the water. Let's shake for the wind at number 18. Snake eyes. So no wind on 18. So 235 mark. If I hit a decent 5-wood, that's 240. Would put them right down in here. So that's my plan. I'm going to pull out a 5-wood and just hit it straight. And this could be the shot of the day right here if I can just get it straight. So 5-wood right down the middle. 61. 61's a 6, so he did hit it straight. 220, R10-10. Double check it, it is R10. So 220. That's actually right where he would hope to be. Right at the 230 mark, just right in front of the dog leg. Nicely done, Hagen. Hit some nice shots today. Could hit one more beauty right here. So 5, that's okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. There's 245, 235, 225, 220 to the target line. So definitely wants to hit it over the 220. I think he wants to hit it about 230 to get a safety over. So if he hits another 5-wood, that'd be 240. That's what he's going to do. He's going to hit another 5-wood. He just wants to get this one on the green in 2. So here's a 5-wood. Second shot. 61. 61's a 6. 220. R10-10. So 220 was his target line. Wow. I'm going to double check that. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 245. So there's 220. R10. And rolls 10. What a beautiful shot. So he's 30 away. 30 minus 10, 20 foot. So he's putting from 20 foot. What's his chances from 20 foot? He'd be good through 8. And he's going for it. From 20 foot. He is going for the birdie. 64 is a 23. Missed it by 4 foot. So 4 foot par putt on number 18. 4-footer. 24 is the 28. That's what I get for going for it. He misses it, and he 3-putted the final hole, and he ends up at 3 under par. Usually conservative Bob decided to go for it to try to get the 5 under, and he got the 3-putt to go back to. That's a bogey. And he ends up at 3 under for the day. So I can't complain about that, but still just frustrating. So what a roller coaster ride this back 9 was. He actually did really well on it, but it seems like so many times he was on the edge of the green. Hit a really beautiful shot there to knock the thing 2 foot away from the pin on the 1 hole there, out of the deep rough. Just some really phenomenal shots in the back, as he ended up with 3 birdies on the back. Birdied 11, 13, and 15. And then on hole number 18, from 20 foot away, he 3-putted. Ended up with a -3 for the day. So on the backside, he was 7 out of 9 greens in regulation. He had 6 fairways hit, 14 putts for 50, and the backside a 34. So in the end, 18 holes, 13 greens in regulation. Fairways hit, he was 10 out of 15. Had 26 putts for a total of putts made of 122 foot. He had so many phenomenal putts in here just to keep himself in the game early. On the front, he shot a 35. On the back, he shot a 34. So he shot a 69. So a -3. That's only the second time I shot under par on this one here. So what a round it was by Walter Hagen. I hope made it to the end here. Thanks for sticking around. It's late on a Sunday night here, and it is time for bed. But what fun was this? It went very challenging, and it went pretty good in the end. This was, after those 2 water holes and stuff earlier, this ended up being, it was a good round of golf. So that is it. And if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you could, that's always awesome. If you likes, comments, it all helps drive the content, so maybe some other people can watch some of the videos here. As I keep trying to get a couple more subscribers on here. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan. Be golfing here for the Masters here. And next couple weeks, probably do 6, 7, 8 rounds out of Masters. Probably put a couple of them on the channel here. Be more of the newer golfers. That's the plan for it. So that is it. Thanks for hanging out. And as always, keep playing the APBA sports games. The most fun and most realistic games out there, in my opinion. All right. Good night.